Listen, the past relentless, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over, you bragging ignorance, you lack the vision from sacrilegious. I feel my ratchets, you ever offended my clearly crafted mission with crass intentions. You may have given them credit, so think you're safe now. This ain't the end, and you might as well go and lay down. Make way to witness the heights are going, I'm paid down. You pray for distance with guys like me, it's too late now. Preparation means opportunity, no? Being great, that's ambiguity, no? Too much at stake for your foolery, is it though? Keep on hating and shooting me, did you know? What have I done? What are my motives? What am I thinking? What are you thinking? What's to be done? Who needs a motive? I won't be defeated. They don't want to see it, don't want to believe it, but no one will stop to the most even. I'm close to achieving my goals. I'm needing to show them everything that I believe in. I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose. Cheat codes, I'm flattered, but I don't need those. I ain't playing by the rules. I ain't playing with you. Show you what these hands are doing. I ain't playing with you. Keep playing, I'ma show you what these hands are doing. Hold up. Beautiful tragedies happen, one for the evening. No umbrella can shelter the way I storm on your weekends. I'm not interested, I wanna form an allegiance. I'm simply captivated on how you mourn my achievements. One screw away from feeling I'm gonna lose it. So who's to blame if I cultivated a movement? Stupid claims I'm a lunatic and I'm clueless, but you'll rule the day when I'm doing this for amusement. Preparation means opportunity, yes. Being great is ambiguity, yes. Too much at stake for your foolery, this a test. Keep on hating, it's fuel to me, I ain't stressed. You gonna stop me? Well, ain't that so? Ain't nothing gonna block me from the pain I know. You have no other choice but to watch me reap the flames I grow. You probably think that I'm ungodly, but I ain't that though. But I ain't here to fight, Phil. I got everything to lose.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the AFC North. It's the Bengals and the Browns, and it's all up next.
The dog. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now the Cleveland offense ready to go to work behind the three-time Pro Bowler Deshaun Watson in his second season now as a Brown, number 7 overall.
Just 6 games played for Watson in his debut season with the Browns, which really limited how much he could step into the franchise quarterback role for the team. But he gets a full slate to do so this season. Remember, his last year in Houston, over 4,800 yards. They expect excellence from him.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9. Now Watson. His throw incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. But on that play, they held up quite well.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Jones on the return. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And the Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Now it's Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So certainly a defensive mistake here in the 1st quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, But that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Another outstanding season by Garrett in 2022. His second year in a row with 16 sacks, tied for second in the league. In just his 7th season, he's almost a virtual lock to become the Browns' career sacks leader.
On second down, here's Burrow. Slant pass to Bull. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. Well, they attend to him. We'll step aside. Here comes third and about a foot. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Here we go.
First down, here's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have taken the lead. McPherson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a first down throw. Watson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Chubb on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Watson now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 78 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Round 7. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice run defense presented there, and what I mean by that is discipline. Guys filling the right gaps in the right holes, no one over pursuing, and making a very nice play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jones on the return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, It's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McPherson on for the point after. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Myles Garrett in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Burrow will throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
And McPherson on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of right around 35 yards on a play that started back inside their 10. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jamar Chase on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. McPherson now for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
To throw on second is Watson.
And pass complete to Moore.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the second quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver, because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But boy, he's getting it done, and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens.
And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
62 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From the gun on third, Watson. Oh, he stays up. And the pressure gets to him again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. But collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Drew Sample, 50 yards.
And the Bengals have got it on cruise control.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
They begin this drive with Chubb.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 32-yard line.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
That is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Watson.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Now Watson.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again, to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Jones. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's go. Stop.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
One, ready?
2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep here for Chase. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Here we go, here we go.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Joe Burrow, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals extend their lead yet again.
And I think we always seem to be just a tad surprised when we see Joe Burrow go into the end zone on a running play. He's got so many weapons around him. He tends to distribute the ball and let them carry it across. But he had 5 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year. Added another in the wild card win over Baltimore. I think he understands he's an extra dimension of their offense closer to the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Watson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Breaks through the contact, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 65 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Watson on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Touchdown, Browns. Elijah Moore, 43 yards. And the Browns are able to claw one back. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bengals set to take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play. To the 44 as they try again on first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
On 2, ready?
Now it's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
11 empty. Stop.
Now Burrow. Flush to his right.
T. Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in back?
Here we go.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
11. Stop.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A 51-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good,
and that will extend their lead even further.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, here's Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
With a new contract comes increased expectations, and Njoku did his part. Caught 58 passes, would have had a couple of other career bests if injuries didn't cost him some time. He gets the first down there with that catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. From the 50, it's Watson. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's his second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first two quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Gun.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
11. 11. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go. Stop.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.